Morning. It's 20 June and I'm doing a video from the top of Mount Pierce. So you can, it was a fairly short walk up here from the campsite. I stayed at the hut campsite. There's a campsite next to the hut. I'll talk more about the huts later, but they gave me a nice dinner last night, which was wonderful. Here's a little cairn here marking the top, and there's a geodesic survey marker down here as well for the top of Mount Pierce. So today is going to be a special day. I am going to be continuing to hike north. It's still pretty early in the morning. The sun has risen on all the mountains. And you can see behind me, swirling in the clouds, you can't see the top at the moment, but I suspect a little later today you will, is Mount Washington. So we saw it coming up. There's a number of little mountains, if you will call them, before that have no name. They just are, they're so close to Mount Washington, I guess they're part of Mount Washington. But you can see a number of the tops of those mountains. The actual top of the mountain right now is obscured. You saw it yesterday. Although while I'm talking, the cloud may pass it. Normally the weather's very bad up there. So they say it's the worst weather in the United States. It's the tallest mountain in New Hampshire, tallest mountain in New England, the second tallest mountain on the Appalachian Trail. Very impressive. I mean, all the geology here is very impressive. We'll talk about the geology, I guess, of the Appalachians later. But anyway, I'm headed in that direction. So this is sort of like the Mount Olympus of the East Coast. You can see Zeus up there with his clouds. This is where the thunderbolts come from. And hopefully the way will be paid for a nice trip. All right, talk to you later. Hi, I just wanted to show you a quick transition here. So you can see down in the valley, well, it's hard to see now, but it's very sunny on the mountains. The sun is there. You'll see it spotting through. And occasionally the sun will try to break through the clouds. But right where I'm coming from, I'm coming over, and I missed a mountain. There was Eisenhauer Mountain. So sorry, Ike. We didn't actually go to the top, but it goes right by it. But then as I'm coming up the trail, you'll see I'm heading into clouds. This is really like a transition point where I'm going up into the clouds. I'm very close to another hut, which is called the Lake of the Clouds Hut. I'm going to stop there and see if I can get some soup and bread, and then decide whether I'm going to hike up Washington or not. I'm probably going to push ahead. I consider waiting for the cloud to clear from the top, but since that normally doesn't happen, and tomorrow it is supposed to rain, I probably will push ahead. Talk to you later. So, top of Mount Washington. Apollo made some valiant efforts, but it's not the day, and the clouds continue. But very surprised, sort of a carnival atmosphere here. There's a running race that's finishing up over here. So you hear music and bells. There's a little snack bar called the Tip Top House. If I walk close enough to it, you can see it. The clouds are medium thick, I'd say. So you can see it right there. And then the summit itself is just up there. Lots of people. I'm going to take a picture in a minute. So many I thought I'd come back to it. But you can see here comes a ray of sun, but then the clouds will come back. All right. Everything's good. We'll talk to you later. Good afternoon. So I went ahead and did a bonus on Jefferson. I was just too inspired. The clouds are lifted. So I'm going to get you another view also from the end of the day. Early afternoon. Jefferson, what can I say? Third president, philosopher king, farmer, botanist, influenced the Virginia Constitution, mentored Madison, third president of the United States, Louisiana Purchase, started, if not the Navy, the Marines, the Barbary Pirates, tremendous man, defender of individual liberty. So looking around, we have here right there at the top of Jefferson. I think that's moving onward, which is Madison. And then you can see other white mountains, which all look smaller than where we are now. And then looking back to the south, you can see Mount Washington very clearly now, and you can see it's clear at the top. You see the clouds lifted, but they're hovering right over, waiting to pounce back on, and I'm sure they will any time now. And then you can see some of the mountains to our south. But again, we're pretty high up compared to most of them. All right, everybody, talk to you later.